Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode's coming to you at 5 p.m. This will probably be the last normal episode because I'm going to start recording the backlog. Although I've been saying I'm going to start recording the backlog for like a week now. How you doing? How's it going? I'm doing fine. It's Sunday. I'm taking it easy. Nothing too exciting going on. Anything with you? No? Yeah? It's Monday. Hope your Monday's going alright out there. No, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Hope you're well as well. Nothing exciting, really. I recorded a run of Into the Breach. I'm probably going to try to sneak one more in so that there's no break in content. I got videos for a while with that, but I want to have my goal is to have videos ready for Tuesday through Friday, and hopefully I'll feel better on Thursday, but we'll see. We will see. It's really just, I think it is just the fear of the unknown which would drive me to feel any sort of way about this. And I'm feeling fine, by the way. I'm not like worried or afraid or anxious about getting my teeth taken out. It's fine. It's just, is all I'm really talking about because it's the only thing going on in my life right now. Otherwise, I am just playing video games and writing code. And hey, that's the life, isn't it? Well, maybe not for you, but for me, it's alright. I don't know, you want to hear about... What did I even play today? You want to hear about my balloons progress? No, probably not. Anyway, let me ask you a question. Let's get rolling. I want to talk about survival today. I've been watching some videos about survival lately, and survivalists and, naturalists and things like that. I don't think that... Basically, I believe I talked about this a while ago, where I heard on the radio these guys were talking about how they think most people wouldn't be able to start a fire in the wilderness. And my feeling is that I would, even though I don't have any professional training, and I recognize it's very hard, I think I would be able to. Like, basically, and the way that I look at it is, if you drop me in the middle of a forest and you say you can leave when you start a fire, I think that I would be able to start a fire given like a week. The other sides of this, like food and shelter and all of that, yeah, it's going to be a little rough out there, I'm sure. Surviving the animals is like the whole package is tough, but just starting a fire, I think I could get there. Now, the overall survival package, I don't think I would do too well. I'm not sure I got it in me to like make a spear and hunt fish or anything. Like if you drop me in the middle of the forest and you says survive for a week, I'm going to go, all right, well, it's going to be rough. But I'm interested to hear, how do you feel about your survival skills? Are you a big survivalist? You think you could make it out there? I don't think I could, but the nice thing is, while it's fun to think about these scenarios, I'm pretty sure I will never be in a position like this. Like, I know, oh, you gotta prepare for the worst. What if a plane goes down on a desert island? Okay, what if it doesn't? You ever think about that? Straw man? That's what I fucking thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I didn't say anyway that time. Exile, Awoken, Stygian, Plating Seal, Wrath, Rage, Chased, Sharpen, Flash Freeze, Edge, Prior. Let's go. Hello, people who have skipped the intro. Now you'll never know what I talked about, though. Aren't you a little curious? Probably not. It honestly is good for my watch time either way, so I wonder how YouTube actually analyzes that. I don't know. This is a tough one, actually, because while Advanced Prototype is very good, and I think I do lean towards right now power, Sigiled Seaweed is also good. I think Advanced Prototype, though. Wonder how YouTube handles this stuff, though. Because watch time is a big analytic for me. YouTube tells me about my watch time all the time. Sounding seal? Sure. There's 3 big stats that YouTube talks about when it gives you a summary for your videos. And they are views, number 1. Watch time, number 2. And number 3 is click-through rate. And if you've heard me talk about this, because I talk about analytics fairly frequently, I feel. So I apologize if this is retreading ground, but the third one is click-through rate, or CTR, which is, that number is a percentage. Your click-through rate is a percentage, and that is the percentage of people that are shown your video versus the percentage of people, it's the percentage of people that click on your video versus number of people that are shown, right? So like, if 100 people were shown the video, and by shown I mean like they see the video pop up in the recommended. And so if 100 people see that and 10 people click it, that's a 10% click-through rate, or CTR. And my click-through rate, I believe, is okay. I think it's I think a good click-through rate is like 5 to 10%, because YouTube shows videos to a lot of people. My click-through rate is okay. I could look at the numbers. Monstertrain obviously does better because most people who are sub to me and get my videos recommended are watching Monstertrain every day. But, you know, it's not a big deal either way. What did I get on that? Click-through rate? Oh, watch time, right. Watch time is the other one. I wonder how YouTube handles people who just click ahead 3 minutes. I assume it would just be like if this video is 30 minutes and you skip to the 3-minute mark and you watch the whole thing, it's a 27-minute watch time. But I don't know. Anyway, Razor Sharp Edge, Sting, or Wildwood Sap. I like the Edge. Shocking, I'm sure. I have double incant, so we can go like offering token here, sounds fine. I do want to go Stygian Banner. I took double incant. Yeah, I agree with me. I agree with what that guy said. Holdover? Sure, sure. Ah, Hot Shark. Well, twist my arm, why don't you? What would I like to see held over here? Honestly, maybe just offering token. Razor Sharp Edge is also good. I think Razor Sharp Edge is better. Razor Sharp Edge on a Siren of the Sea on this run will go very well. I'm down for intrinsic holdover. Razor Sharp Edge. It's pretty good. If we get +1 spell slot, we can give it a -1. However, with that card, I am incentivized without a doubt to go for an energy pickup. We shall see, though. We're gonna play Shark on his own. Wendy Boy and a Train Steward together. Maybe I should have the Train Steward in the back. You see how long that guy was in his little shell? I swear he was in that for an extremely long time. It's like he was real retracted in there. I don't know. We have advanced prototype, so the early to mid is pretty free, I would say. I'm not sweating anything too much. Yeah. You know how it is. Give my man here a little attack. I'm putting it on Wendleton because I don't want to drop my Train Steward below one-shot HP range. It doesn't really matter. You know what? It matters a bit, I bet. Oh, he drops below one-shot HP range anyway, actually, because of the 25 health unit in the front. Or no, he didn't? Oh, right, no, he didn't, because the boss did not have 11. I ran those numbers. I was right about that. I want to take Wildwood Sap ever? A form of healing in this deck is not a bad idea. I'll take Wildwood Sap. I would usually take Razor Sharp Edge there, but second Razor Sharp Edge when one is already intrinsic holdover, it is not as good. And we go Crypt Builder. I'll take Guard of the Unnamed. In this position with Strangler, all I need is a unit that lives for a very long time. Divine Advanced Prototype? I've never had this before. I've never had both. Wait, these Train Stewards are going to go nuts. Light's Gift is also very good. I don't need Cheater's Hand. I mean, Self-Infused Shark is fine, I guess. Oh, a Quick Tome is pretty good, right? A Quick Tome in case we don't see Predator, or a Trample Tome in case we do. I think one of these is better than the other, and it's the Trample. Because we can't see Trample again, but we can see Quick multiple ways. Trample, not necessarily required, but it is pretty good. Now let's hit Daedalus up. I feel very confident to massively confident here, somewhere in that range. I feel near overconfident about this one, to be honest. Really good draw on Frozen Lance there. Means I don't have to double Razor Sharp my bomb. I think more than Guard of the Unnamed here, as much as I would like to, I think it's better to play the 20 × 4 damage shield 6 Train Stewards. Now that I look at it a little more. Yeah, let me just make these guys. Well, let's watch them go off here. Pop off Kings. And I'll leave room for one. Edgebriar is on this run, by the way. I have to remember that this unit is here. It's not doing anything. I just have to remind myself that it is here. Edge Prior is real. Could be buffing the bot. I mean, I'm pretty sure the bottom 4 Train Steward kills Daedalus on his own. With one friend, definitely he does. Go off. Like, this is a combat that I didn't need to take the second prototype, but, like, come on. Look at these guys go. Last stop. I do kind of wish that a full Train Steward build was more viable, but, you know. Ice Empire? Probably not. Nameless Siren is not the Siren I'm looking for, but she is a Siren. In a world. Oh, and she's also the only Siren that I can see. Because this is... I've already seen 2 Stygian banners and they were Shark, Silophyte, Shark, Silophyte. Okay, I mean, I'm okay with Nameless Siren. It's not the end of the world. And then we go... Energy, I said. Energy, we go. Oh wait, it's Nameless Siren into Chase Seraph, though. But we had Predator. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Better Shell Awoken Hollow, no thank you. Endless is highest priority. Multi-strike is fine. And she needs plus 25 here. Because she needs a higher base health in order... I guess she doesn't need a higher base health. I want a higher base health. In-can armor 2 might be just better. I think it is actually just better. Plus 25 goes to Hot Shark. You're right, you're right, you're right. And then we reroll. Endless? Excellent. No in-can armor 2, but I could just take a plus 25 and call it a day. I think it's fine. I think that the in-can armor 2 that Guard of the Unnamed is going to give us is good enough. No Siren of the Sea, though, sadly. We get Predator. Alright, this run's like... Wrap it up. Chop chop, monster train. You can roll over now. I'm gonna go Shark into Shark here. And then we'll do Shark into Siren next time. Stygian really is the most infusion-hungry clan, I feel. It's always so hungry. Alright, let's go. We have a Trample Stone for Predator. We have a Trample Stone for whatever we want, really. I'm confident enough to even take the armor 15 here. At 50 pack shards in the haste combat. With the candlestick. No, there's no reason to play bottom 4. I was really considering it. I do think I would rather put the Shark up. Survivability seems more useful to me here. The armor shark, that is, not the frostbite shark. Frostbite shark is going bottom floor. Armor shark's going top floor. Siren is going on the bench. He's taking a breather. Really, not enough hits for him. But we can just put up enough armor here, is my feeling. Also, don't forget we have Train Stewards with the plus. With the plus, I guess, just with the plus because it's advanced prototype. Kind of interesting how one of them died, isn't it? We can do things like Crypt Builder. I'm willing to just pay for it, even. Maybe I'm going too fast here, but also I can't imagine this ending up with me taking damage. Who are you taking 10 from? Oh, you're actually killing him. Relentless would have to go extremely long for this to not be in my favor, I feel. Trample Stone does nothing. Does this do anything? I don't think so. And then the Shark's just gonna go in front of this Train Steward. I guess we can play it because it doesn't matter, right? You know, it's a waste. Oh, hey, put a sentry down here. Sentry? Steward. Sentry? He's the sentry. Train Steward. I have to be careful I don't lock myself out of health with or into the spikes, right? That's what I want to watch for here. I don't want to run myself out of health from spikes, but also, yeah, boss takes 437 before he gets to top 4, so, you know, it's just another day at the Shark office, isn't it? Yeah. Definitely. Now, Wendleton will die slowly on the Divinity, but that's a far away problem, I feel. Is my mouse okay? Oh, what the hell is this? On the bottom of my mouse, there's like one of the, you know, the protective film that you peel off of your mouse? I apparently never peeled that off and it just came off. It was like sticking. That's really weird. I can't believe I never took this off. What the hell? Huh. Anyway. Weird. I was like moving my mouse and it just wasn't going there. I came right even though there's not really a good reason to. Yeah, the only thing that I can find here is disappointment in myself. But I find that everywhere in these runs. Edgefire, get the fuck away from me. And I will get rid of one steward. I'll click the horde. I have nothing better to take on. We can go Firewall. And then we just move on. I could have just gone to 2 removals and got a similar effect, but, you know. I didn't want to think about a duplicate. I guess the left path probably was a little better, though. In hindsight, I think it was a better pick, but too late now. Again, I think I should play the Guard of the Unnamed. If this was the sweep boss, I would not. But I think it is better to put the Armor Shark on top floor with Wendleton and just scale Wendleton. And then we can deal with the Nameless Siren consequences here. I don't really want to be... I don't want to split my focus here is the thing. I want to make sure I'm incanting the armor on top floor. More than anything else. I don't want to split my focus between 2 locations. I think it's more important to make sure I'm maximizing my armor. Because it's Sweep Boss, you know? Sweep Boss, she sweeps. Or not sweep. It's not Sweep Boss, it's Stealth Boss. My words are incorrect. She stealths. Sweep Boss we will be playing is completely different. I can tell you what I'm doing is correct, but I can't convert what I'm doing into proper wordage here, it feels like. But ultimately, Hot Shark will take off all the stealth anyway. So, what I would like to do for this run, and again I don't need trample, I'd like to get some magic shops under our belt now, just to make cards cheaper for the incanting, and then get some +1s. Wow, that enemy actually died? What the hell? Down 5, down 4, okay. And that should be all of the stealth. I think that Flash Freeze is almost always worth putting down there. The armor can't be worth it. Look at that. Nice and easy. I wasn't worried at all, of course. I had a feeling that one would be fine. Fire Grow, if I had taken the other option, if I had taken Draw, I could think about Fire Grow. But even still, I wouldn't want to rely on it. Unnamed Tome is very good, of course. Find me a run where I don't want to add that card. Now I said I want to get some magic shops under our belt, and there's only 2 remaining. But the trinket shop is with some removals and some pyre health. And then I could go here, here? I don't know, I don't need to go to double pyre health, I guess. Let's go left. 2 caverns instead of 1 is fine. We'll do our infusion just in case. I don't think there's ever a reason that you need to do the infusion first, but you know, it doesn't hurt to be safe. I can't imagine why you would. Ah, it's Bone Dog. I don't need Bone Dog. The train stewards are, of course, still on their way out of the run. Probably Bone Dog's most common friend we leave with him, 1 train steward. I think the best thing to do is make cards to 0, and then remove the 2s that we don't want to play like Sharpen over time. And I think it is worth it to reroll. I don't want holdover on anything here. It's worth it to reroll just Root Seeds down to 0 again. Could freeze Umbra Stone if I was so inclined, but I'm not really. Okay, I don't want anything else, I don't think. I'm good to go. We can bank our money, we should be clean all the way up to Seraph. We should be clean, I think Seraph will be the only part that's even mildly unconcerning, because this is a Rage and Frostbite based run, which Seraph, well, you know, is Seraph the Chased into. But at the end of the day, Hot Shark is Hot Shark. I have to be careful I don't run out of health. This is a run where I would really consider taking Cycle of Life. Like, unironically, I think Cycle of Life would be a good pickup here. Throw a Value Stone at it or something, I don't know. It's just sounded real enticing right about now. I bet I can't silence off their rage. Hey, you're mad? Shut up. That's gonna be my new policy going forward. Oh, you're angry? Silenced. Just in general, like in every situation in life, I think I'm going to move forward with that idea. And that's the end of this bit. It's not even, this is no longer a bit. I have decided to begin silencing all dissenters. I apologize, but I actually don't apologize. Gotcha. When we finish this combat, I'm going to take a little bit of time here to think about picking space. I guess we can think about it now. Will I die if I play top 4 on the Divinity? That's the question. The answer to that question is really just, I'm not sure, but maybe. The answer to not dying would be to put Wildwood Sap on Wendy Boy. And that might be fine. I just have to upgrade it a little bit. Might be okay like that, honestly. Not 100% sure. I have to look at it. The problem is I don't really know what his health bar goes to in the Double Predator. I think it stays the same though. Draw is very good here. I did say I would take Cycle of Life. I will take Cycle of Life. Space lets us play mid-floor, of course. I think the problem is that in a bad draw order, I might not want to play mid-floor. I think it's draw. And my answer to, oh, well, what about Wendy Boy? He dies is, it'll be okay. I got a Light's Gift. I'll find a way out of it, I'm sure. We go right. Yeah, we even get a duplicate here, so I'm more okay with this now. And now our advanced prototype is worthless, but it was nice in the early game, wasn't it? What's he go to with Predator 2? 30, that's what I thought. Intrinsic plus 30. I don't want to intrinsic it. For the greater good. For the greater good is fun. Like, upgrade a unit is pretty good. It's definitely better. We have melee weakness, but I like for the greater good because it's fun. I don't know if this is a for fun time, though. Yeah, you're right. This isn't a run where for the greater good for fun sounds very good. They're just going to clog up the floor, and if I roll the bad ones, it's not going to be great. What's over here? It's a relic? Okay. I'm down to go over by 5 here, I think. Although going over by 5 is a little scary, actually. Yeah, I'm going to duplicate Wildwood Sap first, and then I'm going to intrinsic one of them. I don't want to go over by 5 here. I also don't love another intrinsic, because it really gets our first turn to be a little clogged up, but, you know, it is fine. Invasion Trials I'm just going to take because we have a quick sweeper. I wonder if I should have gone Strangler in this run, actually. Like Strangler 2. I bet it would have been a little better, huh? I could have pinged one of these off. I guess I'll just do this. It's fine. I do still feel like we are extremely powerful here. I'm gonna go so far as to greed for the Collector. That's how powerful I think we are. And drop my Razor Sharp Edge. Our damage output is very high though, so it's not like it's really a question. And we have healing. I want to get rid of these Sharpens next. I saved a lot of money to just remove cards in the next ring. Yeah, any backline that lives actually doesn't matter because we have a quick sweeper on the top floor as well. The only thing that Shark really needs to do is kill guaranteed damage enemies like these guys and the spikes on the Divinity. That's what he's really here for. Everything else is circumstantial. Like, if he kills these backliners, sure, man, that's cool. If he puts a bunch of damage down on heavy, sure, keep it up. But, like, all he needs to do is stop Spike's damage. I think it's Trample Boss. I don't think it's Trample Boss, I think it's the other one. It is the other one. I had to go back and forth real quick in my head. It's like, when I see the boss, I don't actually look at which boss it is, but it'll register in my head very briefly. And if I think about it, a lot of times I know which boss it is just from passively looking at it, but also a lot of times I don't know. Not that I really have to care here. We scale. But like, actually, we scale very hard. I think that if I want to put an end to my fears of Wendleton dying, I take Awake. The end. Another unnamed tome doesn't hurt you. Now, I am going left. Let's first look at the trinket shop. A +5 is okay. Icicle Fracture is okay. Permafrost is good. We can just freeze Awake with this, and then I can basically look at it and go, okay, right before Wendleton dies, I play this. -1 on Umbra Stone. Nothing I want a +10 on. I care the most about these cards, by the way. I care the most about getting my cards to be more manageable, more than I care about buying random relics here. Alright, +5 HP is fine, but I'm not going to spend 225 on it. I will reroll this. Yeah, I'm not taking any of that. It's much better to get rid of Sharpen and do some other stuff here. Like, Sharpen goes, and I don't know, what else is bad here? Probably the Crypt Builder can go. It's just expensive cards that I can't really play that hurt my incant pacing. Oh, also actually like Titan's Claws here, now that I think about it. Because this just makes the Awake free. Even though it's pretty minor, but a removal here is about the same value as turning Awake into a free heal. It's like, it's one of those situations where while that is not great value, I'm paying 240 gold for basically value stone. I'm okay with it because I have a lot of money and I have nothing to really spend it on, I guess. He gains. Now, Light's Gift doesn't really get to do anything on this fight, of course, and the healing also is meaningless, of course, because it's Chase Seraph and he's rude. But all of that is fine. Because ultimately the healing is only for the Divinity and, oh my god, Cycle of Life. Again, we have Quick, so we don't really need the Light's Gift. It's just a nice little insurance policy in case anything lives 2 rounds, which it can. Enemies can live 2 rounds here. But on this fight, we just want to hope that they don't. Oh, I dropped the Shark. It's actually fine, I think. I'll draw back into him, but probably not the best idea. But also, in my mind there, I was just thinking about I need to rush up to high enough base attack that I trample through with melee weakness, and I think that it's about similar. You'll see the damage output here and you'll go, oh yeah. You see you're going, oh yeah, right now. Also, we get back to him pretty quickly. Yeah, we take 10. What if I played both unnamed tomes here? Yeah, look at that, see? Barely enough. Wait, what the hell? He died? Oh, I bet there was a 25 times 2 there, I bet. That would make sense. I'm not worrying so much about the rage, but the armor and the base damage going up is good. Taking Ember Drain on the Shark is less good, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but you know, I could have silenced it, I suppose, but I spent my silence elsewhere. Not too much I'm worried about it. Ultimately, again, you have to remember we are doing like 400 damage per round, and we're gonna burst up a lot of armor, or a lot of rage here through... Because this is the rage after being halved basically every round, so, you know. We get 2 rounds to just go nuts with double incants. I'm actually going to let the shark go here because I would rather get more incants. Drawing shark next turn is -1 on my number of possible incants on the next turn. It doesn't stay 0, right? It's until played or discarded. Yeah. Ultimately, you just make your number very big and the enemies pass away. Melee weakness on a unit doing 370 is, you know, it's quite a bit. Your attack there is, it's 370? Let's just do 400, because 400's an easy number. It's 400, and then it's 400 times, so it's 1200 damage every swing. I think that I did enough minor planning here to play top 4. Also, of course, I was downplaying Hot Shark here a little bit, but at the end of the day, my man here, and we don't want to play another Razor Sharp on Wendleton because that lowers him below a 9 health threshold, but at the end of the day, the Hot Shark does clean up in this combat very well, and he's here to do his job. We Razor Sharp here, you have infinitely scaling health, and I am going to put the Wildwood Sap onto him. And then we just keep an eye on him until he's going to die. Like this enemy walking up, normally I would go, oh no, I have to make a hard choice here, but I don't. Throw your shark bottom floor, silence the haters. Move on. These guys should all die when I draw Trample Stone next turn. And the setup is a little awkward, it's slowing our incants down pretty heavily, but, you know, it'll be okay. Yeah, there's Trample Stone. It gets a little weird here and there, but... Like, I might let this enemy live on accident, but even if I do, it's like a full extra round. I don't even think it's worth me thinking about. I'm not gonna give the game my mathematical brain power here, because ultimately, even if that enemy survives, we have quick on the next round and they're gonna be one hit. Although they might end up being a threat now that or they might have ended up being a threat, I guess I should say. Because it would mess with the melee weakness hit on this turn, but also, I don't know. No, it doesn't mess with it because of trample, right? Right. No, it wouldn't mess with it. Because when you watch here, trample means that even though you're doing 161 and hitting through this enemy and hitting the second enemy, the melee weakness still gets applied. Because that's how trample works, you're striking all of them, technically. Shark continues to do his part. He is definitely slowing down our draws a little bit. I'm also going to just silence chains here so I don't have to deal with the Vengeful Shard for the rest of the combat. I think now is when I want to play Awake, because I will redraw into it and hopefully have it permanent. I want it to be... I'm going to need to play it soon, so putting it in there now should get it back in on the next cycle. Yeah. Not necessarily going to draw it immediately, but drawing it within the next 2 turns is optimal. Now it'll be set to 0 and it'll be ready again in case anything goes wrong. Again, it's the sort of thing where thinking about it, you could actually plan out exactly if you would need this or not, but like, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna make a general good play. You just look and you go, oh, I'm recycling my deck here, now's a good time to play the Permafrost card. But then I didn't play it this time around because I didn't need to. Although, I guess I may as well. I can play it next turn, there's no harm. It's like exactly the same playing it now or later. Almost a clean sweep of the train. I always like to see these end where you kill everyone, but sometimes you don't get there. And that's a good fight. It was a good run, very strong from the get. Starting with Advanced Prototype and Founding Seal, this sets you up for a pretty clear-cut line. Advanced Prototype steamrolls the early game, pick any 2 incant units and take home a victory with Founding Seal, as you can see here. Nice and easy. Thanks, Monster Train. And thank you for watching. Waiting, loading. It is. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.